Thank you, staff. Thank you all. All right, let's move on to item number 7, comments from council members, and we're going to begin with Councilmember Hamilton, who is going to report out on the 2021 League of California Cities New Mayors and Council Member Conference held in January of 2021. And then anything else you'd like to add after that for the evening, sir?
Okay, I'll keep it brief because all of you have been to this training before. It was so this was the annual training and orientation for new mayors and new members of city council throughout California. It was held instead of in person in Sacramento. It was held 2 full days and 2 half days on Zoom in January. I found it very, very valuable, as I'm sure each of you found it when you attended it. The key learnings I took away, I mean, we spent a heck of a lot of time going back over the Brown Act yet again. But still, every time we go over it again, I learned something new about, serial emails and serial meetings. There was a lot of discussion about that and falling into those traps, and a lot of talk about social media usage and the new laws that came up. Thankfully, I had a leg up on that one because of the presentations that we got from our city attorney. We also learned a lot about how to advocate for San Bruno with the regional and state entities that we're members of. So that was a big takeaway. The finance session was very intense and very overwhelming. I'll be referring back to those materials often. I am absolutely not an expert on finance after that because it was a fire hose of information. Very, very complicated. But it was nice to know that after that was over, the comments from everybody else were echoing mine, so I didn't feel left out. The only real negative was that there was very limited opportunities to network, and I'm sure like each of you were able to network and find folks with similar sized cities across the state to connect with. And they tried their best to do that, but it's Zoom, so there's only so much you can do, and it is what it is. So that is my report. I'm happy to take any questions if anybody has any. I doubt they would. So that's it. And then the only other comment that I had is regarding we've gotten underway with the Clean San Bruno subcommittee, but I will defer to our vice mayor to report out on that.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Mason, any comments?
I would just say that in driving around the city, it feels like people forgot that COVID is here. And so just a reminder to everybody that people are still dying and people are still in the hospital. I know somebody whose wife is still in intensive care right now. And so just a reminder, wear your masks. And if you're going to go out and eat, just still stick within your bubble, because once you take off your mask, you can still get other people sick. So that's about it. Just a reminder that we are still in a shelter-in-place order. The state has not lifted the shelter-in-place order, and we really should all still be following the mask ordinance and the social distancing and washing of hands. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Vice Mayor Marty Medina.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I just basically wanted to say that the Clean San Bruno Action Committee is been active. We are going to have a Zoom meeting on this Saturday, so people keep your eyes peeled for social media posts, and we'll be sharing with staff the Zoom meeting information for this Saturday, February 13th. 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. We're going to stick to 1-hour meetings. Anything more than an hour, people are ready to get out. And I would encourage our residents that you don't have to wait for an organized cleanup. There are members of our community that are doing that now, taking care of their street or taking care of a street that they pass by that they're just tired of looking at with litter around it. And I want to echo what Councilmember Mason said. COVID is still here. My sister's co-worker, their whole family got it, and one of their members isn't going to make it. It's been in ICU for a month, and it's just devastating. So just be safe. We've got this far, and we just need to go a few months longer, hopefully, and just be safe. So thank you.
Thank you, sir. Councilmember Salazar.
I'll echo what Linda and Marty said. You know, I know we're all frustrated with sheltering in place and not being able to do things we used to do. We're all looking forward to being done with this, but just little things, you know, just wearing the mask, social distancing, they're small sacrifices, and they'll keep us all safe. Not just ourselves, but those around us. So let's just hang in there. We can do it. We're definitely seeing some light at the end of the tunnel, so let's all hang in there.
Thank you. For me, a couple things. First, just a FYI to council, I have reached out and through the principal of Cappuccino, and he has reached out to the faculty advisor to the CAP Environmental Club, and I've offered to Zoom in and speak with them at their next upcoming meeting. So that is in the works as of tonight, just to kind of do that, and maybe I have a little soft spot for CAP for some reason. Also, I wanted to adjourn tonight and just, you know, it's been tough times, and it's also important and that we have individuals that we have lost, but it's come to my attention that there are two folks. You have Luis Ducci, who is a 60-year resident as well as a county resident, of course, of San Mateo, which was Angelo Adiego's mother. And if you remember her, she was principal at Parkside, Bel Air. She worked at St. Robert's. So I'd like for us to adjourn in her memory. In addition, I would also like to Marilyn Rosekind. Marilyn Rosekind also lived in San Bruno. And if you might remember, her son is Mark Rosekind, who was the NTSB gentleman that actually worked on the San Bruno pipeline explosion. He graduated from Crestmore. So these are folks that have roots in our community, and want to acknowledge them for that. I also want to then, on a third note, take this opportunity, since we're talking about folks and folks that have been in our community, and as well as Mark and Angela's mother, but is also to take a moment for those that have lost a loved one, or let's say specifically in this case, their mother this year or last year, that we also take a moment for them as well. So for all three of those, I will ask that we take just a moment and we will adjourn in all their memories. Thank you, council, very much. Thank you, staff, very much. We're going to have an adjournment to the next regular city council meeting, which will be held on February 23rd, 2021 at 7 p.m. As was already indicated, please stay strong, stay safe, and we'll see you then. Enjoy.